Ben and Holly's Little Kingdom. Today's adventure starts at the Great Elf Tree.
Acorn Dad!
Look, Dad, all the leaves are falling off our tree.
It's autumn, Ben. My favourite time of year. Mind you, there'll be leaf sweeping work to do. Let's get everyone organised. Calling all elves. Leaf sweeping. Right. Who's the best at sweeping leaves? Elves are best at sweeping leaves. And what are we?
We're elves.
Oh, never mind. Who's the best at sweeping leaves? Elves are best at sweeping leaves. And what are we?
So many leaves, I have to use 3 magic brooms.
Nanny, why do the leaves fall off the trees?
Goodness knows.
Autumn leaves are so pretty.
Oh, they might look pretty to you, Violet, but it just means more work for me.
This one looks just like the leaf in Ben's hat. It's an oak leaf. It must be from the elf tree.
I don't know why elves have to live in a tree. I don't know why we have to have trees. All autumn.
Grumbling again, Nanny. You should be happy. Autumn is here.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Where are you going, Nanny?
I'm returning these leaves.
Wait for us, Nanny.
Who's the best at sweeping leaves? Elves are best at sweeping.
Hello, wise old elf.
Oh,
I believe these are your leaves.
oh, thank you, Nanny Plum.
Hi, girls. Hi, boys. Such beautiful colours. Look, the leaves in your hats have changed colour too. Oh, so they have. Interesting.
Let's play tag.
OK, tag. You're it.
Wait, I wasn't ready.
Tag. Can't catch me. Ooh, look, a birdie. Where? Tag.
You tricked me.
Tag. Holly's it.
Can't catch me. I'm too fast.
Oh, look, a squirrel.
You can't trick me like that. No, Ben, there really is a squirrel. A squirrel!
Easy now, Ben Elf.
What's wrong? It's just a squirrel.
Just ignore the squirrel, Princess Holly.
Ah, look, he's picking up an acorn.
Sound the acorn alarm, Mr. Elf.
What's going on?
It might be Acorn Day.
What's Acorn Day?
Not now, Princess Holly.
Calling all elves. Acorn Day has begun. Don't panic. Please leave the elf tree immediately.
It's probably a false alarm.
Yes, hopefully it's just a practice.
There he goes! Mrs. Elf! Mrs. Elf!
Hello? Oh! Oh!
Don't panic, Mrs. Elf. Just hand it back. Get out of there, Mrs. Elf. Quickly!
Will somebody please tell me what's going on?
One day, every year, the squirrels come and store their acorns in the great elf tree. We call that day Acorn Day.
What's so bad about squirrels storing acorns? Yes, they need to store their food for winter. And it's just an acorn.
One acorn would be okay. But there are many squirrels, and they have many acorns.
I'm sorry. I couldn't stop him, wise old elf.
It's not your fault, Mrs. Elf. There is no stopping them once they've started.
What do we do now?
Now we wait. You see, after one squirrel has put its acorn in the tree, another will come and copy it.
Squirrels are very good at copying.
Happy Acorn Day! When do the squirrels arrive? Oh, have I missed all the fun?
The squirrels have filled the elf tree with acorns, Daddy.
Ah, yes. Very clever animals, those squirrels.
They're a menace.
Well, if you're going to live in an oak tree with little windows, you might as well put up a sign saying, "Store your acorns here." Well, if I've missed the squirrels, I might as well go home. Goodbye. Happy Acorn Day.
Happy Acorn Day.
Wise old elf, why don't you just move the acorns somewhere else?
Squirrels won't let anyone move their acorns. Watch.
Oh. What are you going to do now?
Now we're going to move the acorns out of the tree.
But you said you couldn't move the acorns.
We can't, but we can trick the squirrels into moving the acorns for us.
How?
Wait here, you'll see. Oh, it's very clever.
Is it really clever?
No, it's stupid. But funny.
Ta-da! Here we are. Squeak!
Why is the wise old elf dressed as a squirrel?
Because squirrels copy other squirrels. Now, if I move an acorn, all the other squirrels will copy me and move their acorns too.
But don't the squirrels need to store their acorns for the winter?
Ha-ha, yes. That's why I'll lead them to the dry, hollow log on the top of the big hill.
Your costume looks very heavy.
Yes, but it's perfectly balanced by the tail.
Ready for checks?
Ready?
Tail.
Check,
Acorn.
check,
Squirrels watching.
check.
Go, go, go!
Squeak, squeak, squeak.
We'll see you at the hollow log, wise old elf.
Squeak! Squeak!
I hope the wise old elf will be all right.
Squeak! Squeak!
Wise old elf! The squirrels are coming!
Squeak! Squeak! Good. Almost there.
Oh no! The tail has fallen off.
Oh, I'm out of control. I can't stop.
I love autumn. It's a pity I missed Acorn Day. Oof! I say, an acorn. How charming.
Your Majesty, throw the acorn away.
A talking squirrel.
Throw the acorn away, Your Majesty.
Ah, wise old elf. Where did you come from?
The acorn, Your Majesty. It's dangerous.
Nonsense. How can an acorn be dangerous? This lovely acorn isn't dangerous. 2 acorns. It must be my lucky day. Yeah!
Was that supposed to happen?
Well, not exactly.
But the castle is a great place to store acorns for the winter.
Oh, what happened? Where am I?
Happy Acorn Day, Daddy! You didn't miss it after all.
Oh. How am I going to get rid of all these acorns?
You will need this squirrel costume.
What? How does that work?
You wear the costume and the squirrels copy you.
I see. OK, on with the costume, Nanny. Off you go. Chop, chop.
Eh?
Happy Acorn Day!
Squeak! Squeak! Squeak!
Ben and Holly's Little Kingdom. Today's adventure starts at the little castle.
King Thistle is not well. Ooh! Daddy, you've blown our cards over.
I can't help it, Holly. I'm very ill.
You've just got a cold, that's all.
No. It's not just a cold. It feels worse than that.
Daddy's a bit grumpy.
Daddy's always grumpy when he's ill.
Then why don't you use a little fairy magic to make me better?
Darling, you know fairy magic can cure everything, except the common cold.
It's not a common cold. It's something serious and it needs sorting.
All right, I'll try a little magic. Abracadabra!
Achoo! Now I'm sneezing and I've got a stuffed-up nose.
Sorry, but I told you magic wouldn't work. Perhaps you should see the elf doctor. Is that the elf doctor? Yes. The king is ill. Sneezing and a stuffed-up nose. I know, but he thinks it's serious. Thank you. Goodbye. You rest in bed, darling, and wait for the doctor.
The doctor is here.
That's just the wise old elf.
I'm not just the wise old elf. I'm also a qualified doctor.
Oh, I see. Well, Doctor, I am not well. I keep sneezing, my nose is blocked up and my head aches.
I see. Could you open your mouth and stick your tongue out? Now look up, look down, and wiggle your feet. Now flap your arms like a bird and whistle. Interesting.
At last, a thorough medical examination by a qualified doctor.
What you have is a case of acute viral nasopharyngitis,
Aha! You see? It is something bad.
otherwise known as the common cold.
Is that all?
No, you're grumpy as well.
Well, Doctor, can you make me better?
Let me see what I've got. This should do the trick.
Does it taste bad?
Let's just say it doesn't taste good.
I'm not having it.
Daddy, we all have to have medicine when we're ill.
Oh.
That's interesting. I wasn't expecting that. Well, it does say cough mixture.
I know a recipe that can cure all kinds of colds, whether they be common or not. Expanding hands, itchy ears, hairy teeth, smelly noses, baldness. Here it is, the common cold. I just need to find the right ingredients.
Can we help you, Nanny Plum?
Of course.
Nanny Plum, what's in this medicine of yours?
Oh, just blackberry juice, lemon and sugar, and a few other things.
Nanny, what other things do we need?
Let's see. A dewdrop from a spider's web,
Ooh.
the slime from a slug,
Ooh.
and un rot de grenouille.
What's that?
Frog burp.
Ugh. You'll never get Daddy to drink that.
Oh, no. It would be most unfortunate if anyone were to drink this. This is a potion for rubbing on his feet.
Ooh.
Right. First, we need a dewdrop on a spider's web.
Look, a dewdrop.
Stop, Holly. It's not a good idea to fly around Madam Spider.
Why, Nanny?
The flutter of our fairy wings is like a fly. And she likes to eat flies.
Eat flies? Ugh.
Shh. Yes. That's just what spiders do. You like to eat ice cream. Spiders like to eat flies. They have very smelly breath. Excuse me, Madam Spider. Could we possibly collect a dewdrop from your lovely web here? It is to make some medicine for the king. Madam Spider says yes.
I'll get the dewdrop, Nanny. Elves are very good at climbing, and I'm an elf.
Very good. Now we need the slime from a slug.
Look, a slug.
Holly, perhaps you could do the asking this time. You might have to shout a little, though, because slugs cannot hear very well.
Why's that, Nanny?
Because they have no ears.
Can't we just take some slime from the ground?
You can't go around collecting someone else's slime without asking them first. It's not polite.
Hello, Mr. Slug.
Louder.
Hello! My daddy, the king, isn't well. We need some of your slime to make his medicine. Can we collect some in this jar, please?
I think that means yes. Thank you ever so much. Well done, Holly. Let's check our list. A dewdrop,
Here, Nanny Plum.
slug slime.
Here, Nanny Plum.
Last of all, we need a frog burp. This could be tricky.
There's a frog, Nanny.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Frog. Would you be so good as to burp into this jar, please? Try and relax. That's it. Oh, we haven't got all day.
To make babies burp, you rub their backs.
OK, I'll rub the frog's back.
I can hear something.
Hooray!
Back to the kitchen. Now, let's mix all the ingredients. Blackberry, sugar, lemon, dewdrop, slug slime, and finally, frog burp. And now, the magic words. Sugar and spice, glug, 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 burp of a frog, slime of a slug.
That's going to taste horrible.
No, Ben. Remember, it's a potion to rub on the feet, not to drink. Nobody would drink this.
Oh, my! That is bad! That did taste disgusting!
Daddy, you shouldn't have drunk it.
You should have rubbed it on your feet.
What?
I wonder what will happen now. Let's see what the book says. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, dear.
What is it?
Silly me. It's not a recipe for cold medicine after all. It's a cure for baldness. But I must say, Your Majesty, long hair really does suit you.
Nanny Plum? I think my cold has gone.
Hooray!
Achoo! Oh, I seem to have caught the king's cold.
Oh, poor Nanny Plum. Now I'm going to take personal charge of getting you better.
Can we help too?
Of course you can. The more, the merrier.
Please, that's not necessary, Your Majesty.
Oh, but it is.
Achoo!
Ben and Holly's Little Kingdom. Today's adventure starts at Gaston's cave.
Gaston's visit. Gaston! Are you coming out to play? Oh, Gaston's sneezing. Mummy, Daddy, Gaston the ladybird's caught a cold.
I'm not surprised. His cave is leaking. Look.
There's a hole here. Maybe if we move that pebble over it.
Good day.
Good day, wise old elf.
What seems to be the problem?
Gaston's cave is leaking.
Leaks can be tricky. What you need is a proper builder to fix it.
But where can we find a builder?
I'm the builder.
Really?
Oh, yes. Elves are very good at building, and I'm an elf.
In that case, I command you to fix Gaston's cave.
Yes, Your Majesty. A wise decision. Interesting. There seems to be water dripping in.
Yes, and there's a hole up here.
That hole won't be the cause of the leak.
How do you know?
With respect, some things are best left to proper builders.
So how long will it take to fix the leak?
Oh, it will take a very, very long time. And while the building work is going on, the ladybird won't be able to live here.
But Gaston's got a cold. Where can he stay?
Well, perhaps Gaston could stay with us.
Yippee!
Are you sure you know what you're doing, darling?
Oh, of course I know what I'm doing. I'm king.
Lunchtime! Oh, I'm afraid insects are not allowed inside the castle.
It's all right, Nanny Plum. Daddy's invited Gaston to stay with us.
Oh, very well then.
Make yourself at home, Gaston.
Gaston, ladybird.
I hope he's going to learn to wipe his feet.
Gaston isn't well, Nanny. And he hasn't got anywhere to stay.
I'm still not sure it's a good idea for him to stay with us.
Don't worry, darling. Gaston will be no trouble at all.
So, where is he going to sit?
He can sit on this little chair. Nanny Plum, you can speak, Ladybird. What's he saying?
Gaston says this chair is too little. No, that's the Queen's chair.
Don't fuss, Nanny Plum. The Queen doesn't mind, do you, darling?
Gaston says this chair is too hard.
Actually, Gaston, that's my chair.
Gaston says this chair is just right.
Goodness, it's like having Goldilocks to stay.
Never mind, Daddy. You can sit on this little chair. Yummy. Thanks, Nanny. Yes, this food is delicious.
I suppose I'd better magic up some special ladybird food. By a ladybird's growl, food smelly and foul.
Look, smelly welly. Gaston loves smelly food.
Why isn't he eating it, then?
Gaston says it's too cold.
Hello, Gaston.
Daddy, I think he wants to try your food.
Have a little taste if you like, Gaston.
Gaston says it's just right.
It's such fun having Gaston visit us. Can he stay with us forever and ever, Daddy?
Maybe not forever, but he can stay until his house is mended.
Oh, goody! And the weather in the little kingdom today will be bright and sunny everywhere.
Look, King Thistle, Gaston's getting better.
Splendid!
And the Pixie Pound has seen a drop to the $1.
Gaston says that this TV programme is a bit boring.
How about this one?
And this programme's too noisy. Oh, this programme is just right.
Look, Daddy, Gaston's not sneezing anymore.
So, now Gaston's better, maybe he can go home.
But, Daddy, Gaston can't go home until his home is mended. He might catch another cold, and then he'll be sad.
Yes, we wouldn't want Gaston to be sad.
Gaston says you are the nicest king in the whole world.
Thank you, Gaston. Maybe I'll go and see how the elves are getting on at your cave. Hello, wise old elf. How much longer is this going to take?
As we builders say, there's no point in rushing things.
Well, maybe a little rushing wouldn't do any harm.
I'm afraid we have a lot of problems to deal with, Your Majesty.
It's probably a silly idea, but have you tried moving that pebble over the hole?
You're right. That is a silly idea.
Maybe it's still worth a try?
With respect, Your Majesty, we each have our jobs to do. You're the king, and I'm the builder.
Of course. It's been a long day. I think I'll go to bed early.
Your Majesty, that might be a problem.
What do you mean?
Well, it's to do with Gaston.
Yes?
Nanny magicked this basket for Gaston to sleep in.
Well done, Nanny.
But the basket was too drafty. Then he tried my bed, but that was too soft.
Oh, dear. I don't like the sound of this.
Don't worry, Daddy. Gaston's found a bed that he says is just right.
Oh, but that's my bed. What's he saying now?
Gaston says he is very tired and would like to go to sleep now.
Good night, Gaston. Sleep tight.
So, where are we going to sleep?
That was the most uncomfortable night ever.
Oh, how long is Gaston going to stay with us?
I did say he could stay here until his cave was mended.
And how long will that take?
I don't know. Let's go and see how those elves are getting on.
Hello. Have you fixed Gaston's cave yet?
Gaston really misses his home, wise old elf.
Good news. We've replaced the rotting wood, plastered the ceiling.
And fixed the leak?
No, not yet. But I'm sure in time we'll sort it out.
Have you just tried moving this pebble?
Hooray! King Thistle's mended Gaston's cave.
Well done, Daddy.
Amazing work, Your Majesty. Have you ever thought of becoming a builder yourself?
Actually, no. I think I'll just stick to being king.
Look, Gaston. Your cave's ready. You can go home now.
Gaston says thank you and bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Gaston. Bye-bye. Gaston. It was fun having you to stay.
We'll be so sad to see you go.
Gaston says he doesn't want you to be sad, so he'll come and stay with you for a bit longer.
It's okay. I won't be that sad.
Gaston insists, Your Majesty.
Very well. Lovely.